घुसने वाली हूँ एंड माई शू ब्रोक. नाउ आई हैड 2 choices. या तो मैं नंगे पैर अंदर जाऊँ या तो मैं वो टूटा हुआ जूता अंदर लेके जाऊँ. बट एज अ decorum of what armed forces I have seen and heard, you don't walk barefooted. So I somehow tied my shoe किसी तरीके से, कुछ तो अपनी चाल को थोड़ा ठीक करके I walked into that interview with a broken shoe and I got it. Because a pilot who is flying, though he has 20,000 instruments, he is basically blind. He is relying on his instruments, which can fail anytime. And the second thing he has to back up on is your voice. If your voice does not give you that kind of confidence that if something goes wrong, कोई है जो मेरी बात सुनेगा. Your men need to be fed. They need to be mentally fit. They need to be physically fit. They need to be kitted up, geared up to fight fire. Because आपके एक शब्द पे वो आदमी 1000 डिग्री सेल्सियस में कूदेगा किसी और की जान बचाने के लिए, आपकी जान की परवाह किए बिना. And आपके वॉच में there are people who will be at the age of your father to 18 years old. And you have to earn the respect of that entire age group just by your own capability.
Okay guys, so today we have with us Lieutenant Commander Niyati Hirve, a Naval Air Traffic Control Officer. Welcome Niyati to the show. Roger that with NKC, the way I speak about it, officer like qualities ki kahani, ex-duty ki zubani. This is a show by veterans of the Indian Armed Forces for the defense aspirants of today for the Indian Armed Forces of tomorrow. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Nikhil. Glad to be here.
Yeah, and this show makes it very special. Rather, this episode, I would say, of Roger That, because Niyati happens to be my course mate. So, all the more very, very special. So, Niyati, would you like to introduce yourself to the viewers?
Hi, everyone. My name is Lieutenant Commander Niyati Hirve. I was commissioned into the Indian Navy on 4th of July 2011 as a part of 13th NOC in the Indian Naval Academy. I belong to Indore. I completed my graduation in engineering in IT in Indore. And somehow, as life's twists and turns went about that we will speak in the coming time, I landed up in the Navy and happened to meet Nikhil as a part of my biggest course, that is the 13th NOC as we call it in today's date. So looking forward to a great talk.
Okay, so would you like to say part of which squadron you were at Indian Naval Academy? Something special about this
that is very, मतलब वो ना स्क्वाड्रन एक जज्बा होता है अकेडमी में, वो बिल्कुल दिल के पास होता है. हमारे टाइम 4 स्क्वाड्रन थे. यू वर इन अ डिफरेंट स्क्वाड्रन. आई वाज इन द स्क्वाड्रन कॉल्ड एज मरक्कर, जिनका हिस्ट्री वाज टेकन आफ्टर द कुंजाली मरक्कर्स हु वर नेवल पायनियर्स फ्रॉम द सदर्न पार्ट ऑफ द कंट्री. एंड हमारा टैगलाइन था कोबराज. वी वर कॉल्ड एज द कोबराज. तो ऑल आवर वॉर क्राइज वर अबाउट कोबराज.
सो लेट्स कम टू बिफोर द नेवी. So what exactly made you choose Navy as a career? What happened during your engineering ki you wanted to choose, let me get into the services. What's the motivation behind joining the Navy?
You know, my story is a little different. काफ़ी लोगों को बहुत पहले से पता होता है कि मुझे आर्मी में जाना है, मुझे नेवी में जाना है. To be very honest, my father was a very big army aspirant, but he never pushed his aspirations on me. He said कि तुझे जो सही लगे अपने लाइफ के लिए तू कर. Hence the engineering, and I was a corporate ladder aspirant at one point in time. 3rd year of college, I was just going somewhere और मेरा हुआ road accident. In that road accident, I smashed my face on a steel speed breaker. I had 18 cracks on my face. My jaw was dislocated. My eardrum was perforated. एक कान से मुझे कम से कम 2-3 महीने सुनाई नहीं दिया था. And it was a very traumatic incident because the face as I saw it for all these years did not exist. And I was away from my college and my studies for almost 2 months. And कहते हैं ना कुछ चीज़ें आपके नसीब में लिखी होती है. जिस दिन मैं कॉलेज पहुँची उसके अगले दिन नेवीज रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स वर देयर इन माय कॉलेज फॉर यूनिवर्सिटी एंट्री स्कीम. तो मेरे फ्रेंड्स ने बोला चल यार चलते. बोला चलो चलते. एंड दैट्स हाउ इन वन डे आई क्लियर्ड माई यूनिवर्सिटी एंट्री स्कीम के जो GD और डिस्कशंस और पर्सनल इंटरव्यू होता है. आई क्लियर्ड दैट. फनी थिंग अबाउट, मैं इंटरव्यू में घुसने वाली हूँ एंड माई शू ब्रोक. नाउ आई हैड 2 choices. या तो मैं नंगे पैर अंदर जाऊँ या तो मैं वो टूटा हुआ जूता अंदर लेके जाऊँ. बट एज अ decorum of what armed forces I have seen and heard, you don't walk barefooted. So I somehow tied my shoe किसी तरीके से, कुछ तो अपनी चाल को थोड़ा ठीक करके आई वॉकड इनटू दैट इंटरव्यू विद अ ब्रोकन शू एंड आई गॉट आउट.
शुरुआत से ही इफेक्टिव इंटेलिजेंस की बात करना स्टार्ट कर दिया, शुरुआत में ही स्टार्ट हो गया. ओके, सो नाउ देन
After that, I got a call for SSB.
Which board was this?
12th SSB Bangalore in 2011 February.
Which is my ex unit.
Yes.
12 SSB. Okay. So you went and you appeared for which exact entry was this?
University entry scheme, logistics के लिए short service commission. Yes.
So you went to give the SSB for logistics branch, but then you got commissioned in ATCO. So I'm sure they must have done some kind of reshuffling based on the kind of vacancies they have had.
Definitely.
So how much time? That was about 6 months in the Naval Academy.
Yes.
Naval Academy. So once you get commissioned, एक बारी POP हो गया, लग गए stripes. तो उसके बाद what's the career journey of ETC officers in the Navy?
So on a span of whatever time you are as an air traffic controller, आपके 3 मेजर पढ़ाव होते हैं. पहला होता है बेसिक एयर ट्रैफिक कंट्रोलिंग, दैट इज एरोड्रोम कंट्रोलर जिसे बोलते हैं, जिसका एरिया ऑफ जुरिसडिक्शन इज 10 nautical miles, which is equal to 20 kilometers around the center of the airfield. You have to use your complete imagination, your voice, and your knowledge to control whatever aircraft are flying around you.
What is the specific thing about voice? Why voice?
Because that is the only thing that guy is hearing.
Correct.
अगर आपकी वॉइस में स्ट्रेस है तो बंदे को समझ में आ जाएगा कि या तो इसको पता नहीं है कि ये क्या कर रही है, या तो नीचे कुछ तो हो गया that I should be worried about, and that is the last thing you want to do. Because a pilot who is flying, though he has 20,000 instruments, he is basically blind. He is relying on his instruments, which can fail any time. And the second thing he has to back up on is your voice. If your voice does not give you that kind of confidence that if something goes wrong, कोई है जो मेरी बात सुनेगा, what is the point of you sitting there?
So is it okay to say that the ATCO, the ATC officer who's sitting in the aerodrome, is the only person, the duty officer is the only person that he can fall or she can fall back on?
You are their last resort when everything is given up, when their instruments are gone, when their aircraft is giving up on them and they want to come back home, you are the one who gets them back home.
Okay. So how do you get qualified as an ATC officer?
तो ATC में लोगों को लगता है कि सिटिंग विद अ माइक्रोफोन इन अ हाई चेयर एंड इन द AC जनरल परसेप्शन है, पर उस चेयर पे बैठने के लिए आपको 6 महीने 17 एनेक्सेस विच आर दिस बिग, हजारों डॉक्स, हर कंट्री के, नॉट हर कंट्री के, राइट नाउ वी आर ऑपरेटिंग इन इंडिया, तो इंडियन DGCA के जितने रेगुलेशंस है विच आर फॉर दिस बिग बुक्स, आपके जो एयरक्राफ्ट आपके एरिया में ऑपरेट होते हैं उनके लिमिटेशंस, सो यू आर जस्ट सराउंडेड विद बुक्स एंड आपको वो सारी बुक्स की सारी चीज़ें वर्बैटम याद करनी है. मे, शैल, शुड का फ़र्क मुझे बैटको में जाके समझ आया. अगर मे, बैटको इज़ द बेसिक एयर ट्रैफिक कंट्रोल ऑफिसर्स कोर्स दैट वी डू इन एयरफोर्स अकेडमी हैदराबाद. दैट इज़ द फर्स्ट स्टेप टुवर्ड्स बिकमिंग अ कंट्रोलर. I have seen 2 academies.
Okay.
Yes.
Very nice. So for all the viewers, for the sake of all the viewers, जो लोग सोचते हैं भाई फौज जाके ना पढ़ाई नहीं करनी पड़ेगी,
नहीं.
It's nothing like that.
You have to study because if your learning is the only way you're growing.
Okay. So after this, let's say, so what happened after this? You've done the BATCO course.
BATCO course पास किया. Then we come to our units, जहाँ भी आपकी posting होती है.
So what was the first posting?
My posting was INS Utkarsh in Port Blair, Andaman Nicobar.
Oh, that's a dry services company.
Yes.
And that's a very wonderful posting.
That is a wonderful place to be. Not only by the natural beauty perspective, क्योंकि वो तो बहुत है वहाँ पे, but operational complications वहाँ बहुत होती है. Because you're working with 3 different forces and Coast Guard. और हर किसी का अपना अलग रिक्वायरमेंट है, अपना अलग ऑपरेशनल तरीका है, हर किसी का चिट्ठी लिखने का अलग तरीका है. So when you have to collate the entire information to get the right thing that you want, it's real fun.
So synergy is something,
Yes.
is something that is to be taken out of your own intelligence levels.
Yes.
कैसे you are going to bring everybody on the same table.
Yes.
Okay. So course तो कर लिया, theory कर ली, but what does it take to stand an independent watch in the ATC tower? And before we go to this, would you like to explain to the viewers what exactly is independent watch?
Okay. So जब आप एक इंडिपेंडेंट कंट्रोलर होते हो, आपके अंडर पूरी वॉच होती है. एंड व्हेन आई से वॉच, दैट इज़ यू वन एज द डैटको, And there are 30 men who are manning the rescue and firefighting services, that are your fire trucks, which are used in case of emergencies. You are responsible to set up the search and rescue operations, that is get in touch with the SAR ship, make sure that they are manned and ready.
SAR is
search and rescue. The ship हमेशा जब भी फ्लाइंग होती है, नेवी की स्पेसिफिकली, बिकॉज वी फ्लाई ऑन वाटर, एक शिप हमेशा डेजिग्नेटेड होती है कि अगर ओवर वाटर कुछ एक्सीडेंट या इंसिडेंट होता है तो द शिप इज़ अवेलेबल फॉर द रेस्क्यू. सो यू आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल एंड टू एंड. एक लैप्स आपका, यू विल बी हेल्ड रिस्पॉन्सिबल कि यू हैव नॉट डन योर जॉब प्रॉपर्ली. योर मेन नीड टू बी फेड, दे नीड टू बी मेंटली फिट, they need to be physically fit, they need to be kitted up, geared up to fight fire, because आपके एक शब पे वो आदमी 1000 डिग्री सेल्सियस में कूदेगा किसी और की जान बचाने के लिए, आपकी जान की परवाह किए बिना. तो क्या उस बंदे को आप में इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है? That is between you and them.
Why will this person listen to you?
That is the point.
So how do you make sure that your team is inclined towards you?
Okay. द बेसिक थिंग, हमारे यहाँ पे बोथ वॉचेस होती हैं सुबह. हमारा एक शिप का बोथ वॉचेस अलग होता है, ATC का ही बोथ वॉच अलग होता है, बिकॉज यू कांट कॉल इट बोथ वॉचेस, वी वर्क इन शिफ्ट सिस्टम. तो हर शिफ्ट में अलग बंदे होते हैं. आप अपने मेंटल लेवल से, आप अपने नॉलेज से और अपने इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स से सामने वाले को कन्विंस करते हो इनिशियल 6 महीने में, व्हेन यू आर अंडर ट्रेनिंग, दैट आई एम वर्थ इट. That when I tell you to jump into fire, you have to earn their respect.
You have to earn their respect.
And आपके watch में there are people who will be at the age of your father to 18 years old, and you have to earn the respect of that entire age group just by your own capabilities.
And that is knowledge levels.
Knowledge levels, self-confidence,
extreme
maturity.
Ownership,
yes.
And extreme, I would say, extreme applications in VUCA, volatile, uncertain,
Yes.
complex, and ambiguous. So when you start thinking out of the box, that is exactly when all these things kick in. OLQs के parlance we all talk about officer-like qualities में, it's all about effective intelligence and social adaptability, social intelligence, how to behave or rather partake in anything with your peer group, subordinates and seniors, and then of course ability to influence the group. Very nice. So this all started with those mote books.
Yes.
That is the knowledge base.
Yes. And they are never ending.
Yeah.
क्योंकि हर 6 महीने में आपके regulations revise होते हैं. You need to be up to date with it.
So when you say that कि we read so much, you're basically upskilling your basic intelligence level.
Yes.
But when a situation presents itself to you and you have to apply this basic intelligence into that practical situation, that is effective intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So now, can you please walk me through one of the incidents as your first ATC independent officer, independent watch जब hold कर रही थी, तो one of such incidents where everything went south, you are the only lady officer on the watch, and now you have to get things under control because now shit is hitting the roof.
So now that we are talking about Port Blair, my first posting, this is something I would like to speak about. Port Blair runway is a very unique runway. क्योंकि वो एक ही डायरेक्शन में आप लैंड कर सकते हो और एक ही डायरेक्शन में आप टेक ऑफ कर सकते हो. जनरली इफ यू लैंड एंड टेक ऑफ, इट हैज़ टू बी इनटू द विंड्स. दैट मीन्स इफ एन एयरक्राफ्ट इज गोइंग लाइक दिस, द विंड्स आर सपोज टू बी कमिंग इन दिस डायरेक्शन. दैट इज व्हेन द इफेक्टिव एरोडायनामिक्स टेक प्लेस. पोर्ट ब्लेयर के रनवे के एंड पे एक 200 फीट का पहाड़ है. इफ यू डू नॉट नो व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज यू आर हिटिंग द पहाड़ एंड बूम, विच इंसिडेंट ऑलमोस्ट होते होते बचा था कुछ साल पहले वहाँ पे. So that makes that runway very unique. And Port Blair has this capacity for the weather to switch from 5,000 meter visibility to 0 visibility in the matter of a second. We've seen it go down like this because the rains are very unpredictable वहाँ पे. And the Utkrosh runway is in the middle of valley. तो वहाँ पे और ज़्यादा clouding इकट्ठी होती है. So on one such day where choppers were also flying and Dorniers were also flying and civil were also flying at the same time. On a normal day of 5,000 meter visibility, it would happen just any normal day. And that day, the weather started packing up. Now helicopters cannot fly in rain, especially Chetaks. We did not have any other helicopter then. Chetaks are not supposed to fly in rains, bottom line. Dorniers can hold depending on how low the cloud base is and how high they can go. which was also getting difficult at that point in time. And now because of being reciprocal runway, the Dorniers wanted to come for runway 22 because they were capable of doing it, क्योंकि उनको कम जगह लगती है लैंड करने के लिए. और आपका स्पाइस जेट आ रहा है उल्टे डायरेक्शन से, क्योंकि उसको पूरा रनवे चाहिए. यहाँ 2 हेलीकॉप्टर्स घूम रहे हैं, यहाँ 3 हेलीकॉप्टर्स घूम रहे हैं, लेफ्ट साइड राइट साइड पूरा भरा हुआ है, कहीं जगह नहीं है, 3000 फीट तक सब उधर भरा हुआ है. हेलीकॉप्टर्स आर फाइंडिंग इट डिफिकल्ट टू होल्ड समवेयर, क्योंकि वो क्लाउड बेस नीचे आ रहा है. एंड यहाँ पे वन डॉर्नियर टेक्स ऑफ एंड इज नॉट एबल टू टर्न राइट, और यहाँ से स्पाइस जेट रेसिप्रोकल आ रहा है. सो द सिचुएशन इज you have no space on the right to turn, you have no space on your left to turn, you are climbing like this, and there's an opposite guy who's coming like this. He can't go anywhere because there's weather, he can't go anywhere because there's weather and traffic. So ab this guy is flying at 400 km per hour, this guy is flying at 150 km per hour, and they are closing in. And इस situation से सामने वाले को निकालना was the thing that we did that day.
And you were the duty officer that day?
I was the duty officer that day.
So that means the buck stops with you?
The buck stops with the fact of how good you are. One, how much you know. Second, how you are able to convince the other guy. जैसे जब ये सिचुएशन अराइज हुई है, पहले तो होनी नहीं चाहिए थी. At any given point in time, for whatever reason, this situation should never come in the air. If this has come, मतलब somebody has goofed up somewhere, or something wrong has happened. So how do you correct it, and how effectively do you correct it? I convinced this guy that आपको जो चॉपर लग रहा है ना, वो आपके पीछे है, आप निकलो. And this guy listened to me because he knew what I was talking about. And he turned. He turned and the situation got averted. All he needed to do was get away from his track. तो क्या आप सामने वालों को लॉजिकली कन्विंस कर रहे हो कि जो मैं बोल रही हूँ वो सही है, बात सुन. अगर आपने उसको लॉजिकली कन्विंस किया, डन, यू हैव हैंडल्ड द सिचुएशन.
So, does it mean that the kind of systems that you have on board, let's say radar, of course you would be having more powerful radars that can look deeper?
It depends.
Achha. But it will certainly be powerful than the radars that you have on board aircraft, right?
No, every radar is kind of different.
Okay.
So what we use on the surfaces are different kind of radars. जिनका height और bandwidth अलग होता है. The one that are on the aircraft are different. उनका range and bandwidth थोड़ा अलग होता है.
So the situation that you can see on your radar is something that he also can see?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Because an aircraft is only concerned with his immediate vicinity that causes him threat of collision. What I am concerned with is some aircraft who is 60-70 nautical miles, at around 150 kilometers away from me, because I have to put him in a pipeline to come and land.
So basically your area of
jurisdiction
is much larger.
Yes.
So you have a better airspace picture in front of you.
That is what we are supposed to maintain. And even if radar fails, your situational awareness should be so good that if your radar is gone, you should be able to do it purely with the help of your imagination. By listening to that guy, what is this guy saying? Where is this guy? You plot a mental picture and then you work with that.
एक ऑफिसर को ये काम करना है और ये चीज एसएसबी में डिसाइड होनी चाहिए, ये कर पाएगी कि नहीं कर पाएगी. Can you beat it? This is effective intelligence that we are talking about.
Yes.
So रस्सी फट्टा बल्ली जस्ट एक टूल है, स्टोरीज लिखना बस एक टूल है. एंड उसके बाद में so basically what we do is, Niyati, that you have something which is called as minimum acceptable level of the candidate that we can push for training, because you have to train them for, let's say, 4 years or 1 year or 1.5 years depending on the kind of entry, and then you add some trainability factor to it because you're getting trained, तो उसका भी कुछ एक factor है. And then you have to reach an average potential officer level. That average potential officer can be anybody, logistics officer, ATC officer, infantry officer, armored officer, कहीं पे कुछ commission हो गया, या फिर let's say he can be a pilot, he can be an observer, कुछ भी हो सकता है. But there are certain basic jobs, इस चीज़ का अंदाज़ा लगाना होता है. So and you cleared your SSB in first attempt.
First attempt. एक cases भी दिए मैंने आज तक. That's it.
So you are absolutely geared up to think out of the box when the situations present itself to you.
I will not call it out of the box. आपको जो भी काम करना है टार में, आपको रेगुलेशंस के अंदर ही करना है. आप जहाँ कुछ तिगड़ी पुल लगाने जाओगे, आप फंसोगे, because you will break the regulation which is going to be harmful for somebody else. The regulations are in the place for a reason.
Yeah, correct. So sense of responsibility is not questionable, but when you say thinking out of the box, what I meant to say was that effective intelligence levels are very high.
Very high, and you don't have time. You can't take 30 seconds to make a decision. When a guy gives you a call on RT, You have 5 seconds to react. 5 seconds भी मतलब वो सामने वाला starts panting कि अभी तक ये जवाब क्यों नहीं दे रही है.
Okay.
If you can decide right now and decide right, because there's no space for a wrong.
Speed of decision is very high. So
आप गलत decision बना ही नहीं सकते वहाँ पे. या somebody else's life is at stake. Billions of dollars are at stake.
So in OLQ's parlance, we call it as factor 3, and there it is something which is called as social effectiveness, leadership traits, initiative, self-confidence, speed of decision. So this is SOD, speed of decision. That's exactly what I'm looking at right now. So how many years did you spend in Port Blair?
I was there for 2.5 years.
So 2.5 years. There are 2-3 things that I know personally. So would you like to touch upon something? There was some international search and rescue that you were a part of. So please help my viewers understand what I am talking about.
Okay, so everybody has heard the name MH370.
Yeah.
And अभी तो उसके ऊपर Netflix पे documentary भी आ गया. There's so many conspiracy theories about it. Nobody knows what happens. Even today, nobody can exactly point out कि ये हुआ था उस जहाज़ को. But जो हमें information मिली थी उस वक्त, उस हिसाब से the crash site was pretty much like very close to Indian borders. अब now when I say Indian borders in aviation parlance, वो आपकी physical borders से अलग होती है. उसका आपका पूरा एक मैप होता है. As if you see Port Blair, उससे कम से कम 200 किलोमीटर दूर इंडिया का एयर स्पेस बॉर्डर है.
So you have some airspace kind of.
You have an airspace kind of. Airspace borders are different than your physical borders, as your maritime borders are different than your physical borders. So it was pretty close to Indian airspace. So as a part of our responsibility, we made sure that some of our maritime reconnaissance aircraft, we had Dorniers at that point in time, were taken off immediately to start searching if they are able to find anything within the airspace till we get clearances to cross the airspace. These are all diplomatic communications through diplomatic channels. They happen really fast, but at that time reaction is more important. So you take off, you fly within your airspace, and the moment you get clearance, you cross. Immediate response to Dorniers का था because हमारे पास सब Dorniers ही स्टेशन थे पोर्ट ब्लेयर में. Eventually C-130 came. Air Force joined the search and rescue operations. P-8I came. IL used to take off from Rajali because IL was your Tupolev Tu-142M was a big aircraft and could not land at Port Blair. So they used to fly off Rajali. So all these big maritime search and rescue aircraft were launched. 80% of them based out of Port Blair. And Port Blair का runway तब runway लंबा था पर जब आपके parking spots थे, they were not that very big. So आपको बड़े MR aircraft भी वहीं खड़े करने हैं, आपको civil aircraft भी वहीं खड़े करने हैं. आप civil को late नहीं कर सकते, आप maritime reconnaissance aircraft late नहीं कर सकते, आप किसी को एक दूसरे में भिड़ा नहीं सकते. और ये सारा काम एक ATCO का है. How is an aircraft being parked so that the aircraft next to it can taxi out without hitting its wing? You are responsible.
Organizing ability. This is organizing of resources.
Exactly. If when you're getting a flight plan for search and rescue operations, how are you effectively transmitting in time and getting the clearances from an international agency? Again, your responsibility. You're not sitting and dialing the phone. No. But you're making sure that your team is doing the right thing. If your team is getting stuck, if they're getting any blockers, you're clearing those blockers off for them. You're talking to everybody. Delhi से लेके चेन्नई तक सबसे बात कर रहे हो आप.
How old were you when you were doing all this?
22, 23.
That's it?
That's it. 21 I joined the academy. 22nd birthday मेरा academy में हुआ था. And 23 I was in Port Blair.
We remember this.
Yes.
And so basic thing. I asked one thing. I want to touch on that once again. So टिकट कैसे मिलता है इंडिपेंडेंट वॉच होल्ड करने का? क्या होता है एग्जैक्टली?
पहले तो अगर आपको ये लगता है कि एटीसी में सिर्फ पढ़ाई करके काम होगा तो वो नहीं होगा. क्योंकि वहाँ पे आपको रेगुलेशंस पता होने चाहिए, आपको टीम मैनेजमेंट आना चाहिए, आपको सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट आना चाहिए. बिकॉज 9 hours a day, 8 hours a day, if you are going to push yourself through stressful situations, जैसे अगर मैं इंडिपेंडेंट हूँ तो my watches are 6 hours, but when I'm on my training, my watches can go for 9 hours. I'll keep stretching myself till the time I'm not flexible enough to handle all kind of scenarios.
So who decides to make you independent?
There's a board of officers.
Okay, so let's stop here. Board. So just for the sake of my viewers, board is basically a committee of specialists in that particular domain, they will assess you that whether you are fit enough to do that particular job independently. So that's exactly that story of board and OLQs. It starts at SSB. एक board बैठा है, they are specialists in military psychology and they're deciding unanimously. सब अपना अपना opinion देते, बोलते हैं कि हाँ यार इसको officer बना सकते हैं. उसके बाद में like when you appeared for your board of ATC, group of specialists, they sat together and they adjust you so
Yes.
that they could give you a ticket to independent watch hold कर सकती है कहीं.
Definitely. There's a mention made in your records that on this particular day you were given charge to take over watches independently.
Exactly. So board की कहानी. So
Yes.
just for my viewers, for the sake of my viewers, board की कहानी SSB से start होती है. OLQs की कहानी भी SSB से start होती है. So let's break all these myths. Interview नहीं है, ये board है. You're appearing for a board. Okay. So anything specific that you would like to touch that when you were sitting on the watch, your body behaved very absurdly physiological responses. बोलते हैं ना AC रूम में बैठे हो लेकिन पसीने छूट रहे हैं. तो ऐसा कोई इंसिडेंट है that you can walk us through, you know, some kind of a situation where the end result is defined. Now you want to talk about actions. What's the task at hand?
So I won't be able to narrow it down to one incident because हर वॉच आपकी अलग होती है, हर इंसिडेंट अलग होता है, पर आपकी बॉडी का रिस्पॉन्स pretty much सेम होता है. So before I go to that incident, there's something that I would want to put out to your viewers. आज हम मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में बहुत अवेयर है. We were not as aware आज से 10 साल पहले as society as a whole. But when I went for my basic training, the first thing I was told that you are supposed to be mentally fit, not strong. Mental strongness या strength जिसकी बात करते हो बहुत अलग चीज़ होती है. You have to be mentally fit so that your mental agility is strong. आप जब कंट्रोल टावर में बैठे हो, आप हाथ पैर नहीं चला रहे हो. Your body is just responding to a lot of stress. And if your mind is not agile enough, नहीं होगा आपसे.
मनसा वाचा कर्मणा सिंक होना चाहिए.
Yes. सब sync होना है. That line was like, I think perfect at this point in time. So go.
We judge that thing whether it syncs or not when you are in SSB. So at SSB also we put huge amounts of psychological stress. Basically it's physical, mental, emotional, psychological, and I would say, because I was an assessor, spiritual stress as well on the person, and then you are seeing the response कि मनसा वाचा कर्मणा sync होता है कि नहीं होता है. That's exactly what you will do. Okay.
So it's a very, it used to be a very regular scenario at Dablem Airport, Goa. जैसे आज लोग South Goa Airport के नाम से जानते हैं. Not a lot of people know, but the ATC.
So this is next posting after Utkarsh.
This was my posting right before I retired.
Okay, so now we've come to this third posting.
Third posting. I just had 3 10 साल में. So when गोवा का एक बड़ा टिपिकल सा सीन है. वहाँ पे फाइटर्स आपके बेस्ड हैं, which are MiG-29 Ks who go on Vikramaditya for deck landings and deck operations and stuff. They are based out of Goa. Your helicopters, a lot of them like ALH, Kamav, Chetaks, based out of Goa. Dorniers based out of Goa. And this was the time when Mopa airport did not exist. एक ही एयरपोर्ट होता था, तो दिन की 100 से 110 सिविल फ्लाइट्स आती थी वहाँ पे. And at that point in time, when I'm talking like 2019, Goa was ranked as the 9th busiest airport in the country, and Navy ATC was sitting manning everything. And when they were ranking the 9th busiest airport, they were not catering for the military flying that was happening. It was only with regards to the civil flights. So इतना ज़्यादा stress वहाँ पे दो हमारे जैसे लोग, one who was 22, 23, the other who was 24, 25, are sitting there handling everything. 12 बजे का एक ऐसा टाइम होता था जहाँ आपके फाइटर्स भी आ रहे हैं वापस लैंडिंग के लिए, और आपका सिविल फ्लाइंग भी उस वक्त शुरू हो रहा है. द फर्स्ट सिविल फ्लाइट यूज्ड टू लैंड एट 12:30. So at this point in time, due to operational reasons, the fighters had to do some of exercises near the airfield. And then the civil started coming in and the civil started piling up. अगर आपका फाइटर आपके रनवे के बहुत पास में अगर कुछ एक्टिविटी कर रहा है, that one particular activity, I would not want to go into the details of it, but one certain activity, when they are doing it, you cannot allow anybody else to land. That time my circuit was full, I couldn't do anything. My junior, who had just passed her board, was sitting on the tower, she was handling the fighters, and I was piling up and piling up and piling up civil aircraft, one on top of the other. अब इसने जैसे ही मुझे क्लियरेंस दिया कि मैम वी कैन स्टार्ट टेकिंग द सिविल नाउ, अब उन 15 जहाज़ों को एक के पीछे एक लगाने का काम मेरा हो गया. and within half an hour we had to make sure 15 aircraft landed at that point. That was one. So at that time सुनने में बड़ा amazing लगता है, करने में बड़ा amazing लगता है, but when you are completely engrossed in that one radar screen कि वो इतनी सी blip कहाँ से आ रही है, कहाँ जा रही है, कितना डिस्टेंस है, 8.5 से 8.6 हुआ तो यार मेरे को डिले होगा, 8.5 का 8.4 हुआ तो ये कोलिजन अलर्ट आ जाएगा. सो यू आर थिंकिंग ऑल दोज थिंग्स एंड बाय द टाइम यू पुट योर हेडसेट डाउन कि हाँ मेरा वॉच हो गया, यू रियलाइज दैट यू आर ड्रेंच्ड इन स्वेट. किसी को दिखता नहीं आप ओवरऑल्स पहनते हो, बट यू नो योर आर्मपिट्स आर लाइक पूरा आपको पसीना आया हुआ है. एंड आई थिंक वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट सिचुएशन वाज ऐसे ही वन डे गोवा एयरफील्ड. आई वेंट फॉर माई आफ्टरनून शिफ्ट दैट यूज्ड टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 1:30 in the afternoon. And at 12:45 or 1 o'clock maybe, one of the fighter while taking off उसका inadvertently एक फ्यूल टैंक रनवे पे गिर गया and there was a blast. आपका आधा रनवे खत्म हो गया. Nobody was hurt, the aircraft was safe, no human damage had happened, but आपका रनवे पूरा टूट गया. So now you have 3 fighters in the air waiting to land. They can't land because their runway is not available. There are civil flights standing on the ground. It was a weekend, on a Sunday maybe. There are civil flights that are standing. They are waiting that they have to go. मुंबई ने 10 जहाज उड़ा दिए, बैंगलोर ने 4 जहाज उड़ा दिए, शमशाबाद ने 2 जहाज उड़ा दिए. They're all coming towards Goa and now nobody knows what to do. और ये situation of nobody knows what to do lasted for 30 seconds. Because in the 31st second, there were people standing on the ground who were repairing the runway. There were people on the runway who were cleaning the बचा हुआ कि fighters have the capability to land in smaller spaces also. They are clearing of the other part of the runway that at least fighters can be recovered. The people who were sitting on duty in the morning, जिनका shift के साथ मेरा overlap था, were trying to convince people कि okay wait, there's some issue that we need to sort out. I jumped in immediately. I started calling people left, right, center that divert the aircraft, take them back. If somebody has started, tell them to shut down, tell people to deplane because we can't.
How old were you?
28, 29.
28-year-old officer sitting, controlling so many things.
Yeah.
I want viewers to understand what I'm trying to say because I can't do any amount of justice if I were to try to even articulate what I'm trying to say. 28-year-old naval officer handling this big thing. Okay, continue please.
Finally, the response time that we got from MES and the people who were working on the ground was phenomenal. Half an hour, they made the runway available. They just said कि थोड़ा सा ध्यान से टाइम दे के टेक ऑफ लैंडिंग करवाना क्योंकि अभी बना है. But then they got the runway back on track. There was a time when we were sitting in the tower. मेरा उस दिन ऐसा हल्का वाला ड्यूटी था. I was supposed to assist somebody, but eventually it ended up become a full-time watch for me. We had 25 aircraft holding on top of Dablem, 10 aircraft standing on the bay, 7 aircraft starting on the parallel taxi track, और किसी को नहीं पता क्या हो रहा है. वहाँ एयरपोर्ट टर्मिनल पे दंगे हो गए because there's so much of footfall suddenly. जिन लोगों की फ्लाइट्स थी वो आ गए थे. People did not get information on time because such situations don't come informed. जैसे अभी हम देख रहे हैं कि वेदर की वजह से जब फ्लाइट्स डिले होती है, so the kind of crowd that happens at the airport. And Goa terminal is a small terminal for anybody who's seen. It's not huge. वहाँ पे पूरा अलग chaos हुआ है. यहाँ पे everybody is holding, उधर से everybody is holding, overhead everybody is holding. So now came the coordination between the people who are sitting in the tower, the DATCO, the approach controller and the pilots. We had 2 options. या तो हम पैनिक करें, एक दूसरे पे चिल्लाए चीखे, क्या हो रहा है, और we just sit quietly. We explain the situation to people properly, give them the correct information that sir, you are coming.
Now you are talking about liveliness.
Yes. That sir, you are coming, I understand, but you must have gotten the information that such incidents has happened. You are number so 12, 13, 14, whatever in sequence. Expect so many hours of delay. Save your endurance and tell me what can I do for you to make you more comfortable in the air. Do you want to go back and land at another airport? It is your call as a pilot. You want to hold overhead, you want to reduce your speeds, you want to climb to a higher altitude that I can permit you. I will do my best to make you comfortable. In return, you will not pester me कि मेरे को कब उतारोगे तो. The second part is definitely in brackets because you don't say all those things. But yeah, you give them the right information in the correct words, in a very calm voice, and you tell them that I am here. I'm here to support you. Let's help each other out. And the amount of support we got from everybody that day was phenomenal. That was one of the most fulfilling watches ever. I was not exhausted. I was not tired. I was happy.
Fixedness of purpose, mental concentration, strength of will. जिंदगी भर यही तो करते रहना है क्योंकि ये कहानी स्टार्ट हुई थी 12 SSB में. So does theory work always, or is it something else to the theory?
How you apply the theory makes a lot of difference.
So application of theory is effective intelligence.
Yes, but how you apply the theory and how I apply the theory, there's a definite difference in it.
Correct. Yeah.
मेरे बैच में जिन लोगों ने हम सब ने जिन्होंने साथ में बेंच पे बैठ के ATC का कोर्स किया था, हम सबके अप्रोचेस अलग थे और वो होनी भी चाहिए. इट इज़ रिकमेंडेड that everybody has a different approaches. Somebody has to be aggressive, somebody has to be conservative. क्योंकि जब भी कोई emergency होती है, भले ही आप डैड को हो, but there's always one more person standing behind to support you, to give you a reality check. क्योंकि आप कई बार ना situation में engross हो जाते हो, and you start looking at a bowl. So there's a guy who's just going to tap your shoulder, so that you readjust your focus and say, okay, I need to refocus, and then you start thinking again. क्योंकि why is aviation not automated? You have radars, you have everything. You could automate aviation like this. But nobody has been able to rule out human factors. How a human performs in the aircraft, how a human performs on the ground, everywhere. What kind of stress is that guy carrying? Is it only his aircraft or his life? What is the person in the tower? What is he carrying in his head? You cannot rule out. And सबने वो सली मूवी तो देखी होगी. आई मीन दैट इज वन एपिक थिंग. उसमें भी बताया था कि जो चेकलिस्ट उस पायलट ने फॉलो की थी, ही टुक द 7th एक्शन फर्स्ट दैट सेव्ड द एयरक्राफ्ट. डजंट मीन द चेकलिस्ट वाज रॉन्ग. हिज ह्यूमन इंस्टिंक्ट टोल्ड हिम समथिंग वाज बेटर.
फॉर द सेक ऑफ आवर व्यूअर्स, सली किसके ऊपर है ये मूवी?
कैप्टन सैलनबर्ग थे जिन्होंने हडसन रिवर पे एक एयरक्राफ्ट का लैंडिंग करवाया था आफ्टर गेटिंग बर्ड हिट.
ही वाज अ नेवी फाइटर पायलट इन US नेवी. And extremely good in terms of his
flying skills.
Flying skills and carrier landing skills and things like deck landing and all that.
Yeah.
One of the finest fighter pilots who served in the US Navy. Yeah. Okay. So, but we've skipped something in between. Like, we went from Port Blair to Goa. Beach में कहाँ पे थी?
I think that was one of the best postings I've had. I was posted in Mumbai in a small station called INS Shikra. We used to support helicopter operations for the ships used to enter and leave Mumbai harbour.
So fleet support.
Fleet support.
Yeah. For the sake of viewers, fleet is basically the fleet of ships or the group of ships.
Group of ships.
Yeah.
So that was one. And search and rescue operations. Because Mumbai, as we know it, has been impacted by weather. There are so many maritime accidents that happen because you are at the coast. Fishermen go missing. So then you support search and rescue operations.
So any example that you would like to give of some search and rescue that was rather thrown on your shoulders when you were on duty? बचा ले.
Oh my God, it was so funny. I mean, Saturday को हम लोग 1-in-1 watch करते थे because helicopter flying is generally restricted to daylight. There are helicopters who are capable of flying in the night, but on weekends people would not push it unless it was necessary. Operational flying नहीं होगा तो रात को fly नहीं करते थे. So that the controllers have a life, we used to do one. जैसे Saturday 24 hours I'll be available. जब भी flying होगा I will close up, and the flying is not there. I've confirmed with everybody because it was only a military airfield. I could go back to mess in my room or within the mess area, so that my reaction time is 15 minutes. That's it. That was allowed. So one of those days, flying सारा खत्म हो गया. रात की कुछ 7 बजी हुई थी. मुंबई के मेस में एक थिएटर है, मल्ला थिएटर करके, जहाँ पे मूवीज लगती थी. So this is a good part of being in the armed forces. आपको सारी latest movies अंदर देखने को मिलती थी मुंबई में.
Because you have an ecosystem.
You have an ecosystem. It's a world.
It's a world.
Yes. So I had this thought process in the back of my head, and मेरे रूम से वो 5 मिनट की दूरी पे था थिएटर. So I was still within my confined limits. मैं सोचा कि कोई फ्लाइंग तो है नहीं, बाहर बारिश भी हो रही है तो कोई उड़ेगा नहीं. Let's go watch a movie. So I went with my friends. हम मूवी देख रहे हैं. 15 मिनट into the movie I get a call. मैम सर्च एंड रेस्क्यू लॉन्च है. मतलब कितना टाइम? मैम 15 मिनट बोला है. मैं वहाँ से भागी. मैंने यूनिफॉर्म चेंज किया and I went. I was able to reach in 18 minutes because I was in the movie, which is ideally should not be there, but I reached before the aircraft started. And since it was a weekend, everybody was here and there. Nobody had planned for such kind of an operation. So my first question when I entered the shift, entered the TAR to the senior most sailor on the watch, was like, Chief साहब सब लोग आ गए? मैम हाँ आ गए, but एक problem हुआ है. बोला खाना नहीं खाया बंदों ने, because it was 8 o'clock. And the mess का timing is a little weird. If they had to be there on the watch, they could not go and eat food. बोला बिना खाए तो बंदा काम कैसे करेगा?
भूखे पेट फौज
काम नहीं करते. And this is something that I was taught during my board, during my OJT period in Port Blair.
OJT is on the job training. Yeah.
That you are important, but your men come before you. So that was the time.
Yeah.
Yes. So I reached out to the people responsible and made sure that either we were in the position that people could rotate and eat food, or the food was sent down. This way, that way, my people will not sit on watch till eternity, because we don't know when the search and rescue operations would be called off. They will not sit empty stomach. और मैंने कुछ नहीं खाया होता.
और ये किसका search and rescue था?
So I don't know if you would remember, a few years ago, 2 divers went missing from a ship because there was a man on board. Man overboard.
Man overboard situation.
So while the ships were also searching at sea, some aerial rescue was also launched.
Okay, just for the sake of the viewers, man overboard का मतलब क्या है and how serious this is in the Navy? Please.
Okay. So जब आप ship पे होते हो, everybody is supposed to be on board ship. But inadvertently, due to an accident, if you fall off the ship into the water, it's called as man overboard. Situation is critical because आपका जो ship चलता है, it causes vacuum and suction, and the man can either be sucked into it and die, or if he is able to go far away from the ship, or if he's lucky he's far away from the ship, still you're in the middle of nowhere. आप समंदर में हो, कब तक हाथ पैर मारोगे आप?
कितनी देर तक बचा रहेगा? Even if he is wearing a
life jacket, correct.
There is a limit to it कि उसके बाद में तो कहीं ना कहीं जाके तो दम टूटेगा ही.
Exactly.
अब उसको बचाना है. Okay. And you don't know.
And खुले समंदर में आप एक approximate idea लगा सकते हो कि यहाँ पे हुआ था तो हो सकता है कि इस एरिया के आसपास हो.
उसमें भी zoom in करते हुए जाओगे तो just like amoeba histolytic.
हाँ, it's like a needle in a haystack. इतने बड़े समंदर में कैसे ढूंढोगे आप?
Yeah, so please continue.
So that I had not eaten anything, but at that point in time, my men were more important. So I made sure they had their food. अब यहाँ पे a sea king took off. It went into the search area, and we got a weather warning that there is a possible heavy rains, and it is advisable that you call the sea king back because this weather is going to last, and there is thunder and there is lightning. अगर ये burst हुआ तो it is detrimental to the aircraft. Call it back. We got orders. अब मैं जहाज को बुला रही हूँ. The aircraft is flying at 500-200 feet because it has to search. It cannot do from 1,000 feet. वो नीचे गया, weather खराब, RT गायब. तो अब उस
RT is radio telephony and the radio communication with the aircraft is lost. Now aircraft is on its own.
The aircraft is on its own. ना वो high frequency पे मिल रहा है, ना वो VHF पे मिल रहा है, वो नहीं सुनाई दे रहा मुझे.
Yeah, so there are multiple frequencies of communication on which you can communicate.
Yeah.
But everything is failed because of the weather, inclement weather.
Weather, height, terrain, multiple reasons. Everybody who's learned physics knows that how VHF and HF operates. HF you use for longer distances and lower heights. VHF you use for higher heights, shorter distances, because the communication is much clearer on VHF as compared to HF. Now the aircraft is not responding anywhere, and I'm alone in the tower. अब यहाँ पे सबका ऐसे धक शुरू हो गया कि because if something happens to that aircraft, you're causing an emergency or top of an emergency. Already there are 2 people who are missing. There will be 3 people and an aircraft that will be lost. Where? Who? Nobody knows. So again, how we were taught contingencies. I called up Mumbai ATC. I said, I have this kind of emergency. I need to contact this particular aircraft. He was last manning this frequency. Can you tell some aircraft to call me? Mumbai was generous enough. Some overflying Air India who had crossed 8,000 feet out of Mumbai, flying towards south, called me on my frequency. I told him that this is the call sign of the aircraft that I'm looking for. Please raise him on these 2-3 frequencies. Get me his position and tell him return back to base. Just don't say anything else. Tell him return back to base.
Organization of resources बोलते हैं इसको. ये इतने आसानी से आता नहीं है. सब खाली किताबों में पढ़ लिया तो वैसे नहीं होगा. You have to be very very practical. You have to be on the job. You have to be on your toes and start keep thinking out of the box, forward thinking. अब क्या होगा ताकि प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट ना हो. अगर क्रिएटेड प्रॉब्लम है तो एस्केलेट ना हो.
हाँ, आप एक इमरजेंसी के ऊपर एक और खड़ी मत करो. इसको डीएस्केलेट कैसे करना है ये सोचो. So luckily since Air India was flying at a higher height, he was able to call the aircraft. The aircraft was fine and it came back. Though both the sailors survived. The ships picked them up later. Aerial support was eventually not required, but that was one very typical scenario in Mumbai. I was like, कैसे? Out of nowhere in the weather, over sea, in the middle of the night. No visibility, nothing. अगर आपके पास मून है, वेदर क्लियर है, तो एटलीस्ट आपको कुछ तो दिखेगा. एटलीस्ट यू कैन नेविगेट समहाउ. आपको शायद पोर्ट की लाइट्स दिखेंगी, यू कैन कम बैक. ऊपर से बारिश हो रही है, नीचे आप लो लेवल पे फ्लाई कर रहे हो, आपकी आरटी नहीं मिल रही है. हाउ एम आई सपोज टू फाइंड वेयर यू आर? बिकॉज मुंबई शिक्रा ATC डज नॉट हैव अ रेडार, क्योंकि जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती. शिप्स रडार्स इवेंचुअली यूज्ड टू टेक ओवर. You have nothing. You are trying to create an emergency on top of an emergency. But when the aircraft came back, it was like that's when everybody breathed, had a great time, and then we packed up somewhere around like midnight, I guess.
Okay, so let's come to a little lighter part of your personality that we all know, and I take a lot of pride in speaking about that, and I'm sure all of our co-mates also take a lot of pride in talking about it. So we all know that other than showing your skill set in ATC TARS, you have quite a few other skill sets that you have had. Would you like to speak about beating retreat and tattoo ceremony in Bombay?
I love speaking, if you have not guessed it already.
Yeah.
So I've been a public speaker since I was in school, starting with speeches and debate competitions and this and that. And I connect to the mic and वो कहते हैं ना कि नशा होता है एक अलग स्टेज का. I was somebody like that and I still am somebody like that. मुंबई में नेवी डे पे एक गेटवे ऑफ इंडिया पे बहुत बड़ा इवेंट होता है called as beating retreat and tattoo ceremony, where you are showcasing Navy and Navy's prowess. It's a day we all celebrate. And for 3 years I was the commentator for that particular event. Event 4th को होता है, but there's almost a month and a half preparation जो उसकी तरफ जाता है. So many agencies involved, from government agencies, because and the governor is the chief guest on that particular day. So you have to make sure you are at your A game. आप गड़बड़ नहीं कर सकते वहाँ पे. आपको रैंक सही लेनी है, आपको डेकोरेशन सही लेनी है, सामने क्या चल रहा है वो सही लेना है, हर बंदे का नाम सही होना चाहिए. You cannot fumble.
No, but basically the whole country is going to listen to you.
Everybody is listening. The governor is listening. You make a mistake and the governor is looking like this. ये कौन बैठा है पीछे? So you have to make sure. And the best part is beating retreat में there's one segment where शिक्रा से सारे helicopters launch होते हैं. There's a fly past. और उसमें एक सेगमेंट होता है जहाँ पे सीकिंग चुपके से आपके गेटवे के पीछे आता है एंड आपके अनाउंसमेंट के साथ वो ऊपर आता है. सो यू हैव टू टाइम इट सो परफेक्टली. एंड बाय द वर्च्यू ऑफ बीइंग इन ATC वहाँ पे एक फ्लाई पास कंट्रोल में हमेशा कोई ना कोई रहता है उस कोऑर्डिनेटिंग ऑन आरटी विद द एयरक्राफ्ट के अभी आओ अभी मत आओ या बर्ड एक्टिविटी है इसके लिए कॉशन हो जाओ. सो दैट कोऑर्डिनेशन विद शिक्रा ATC इज हैपनिंग सेपरेटली एंड देन यू कोऑर्डिनेट विद दैट गाय कि सर एयरक्राफ्ट कहाँ है, आया नहीं आया. सो वो आपको चुपके से दिखाएगा देख उधर से आ रहा है. नाउ यू स्टार्ट टाइमिंग. And now you are looking at that guy who's coming and then you're starting your speech. You're adjusting it, going कि अरे ये थोड़ा सा लेट हो गया, अरे ये जल्दी आ गया, 2 लाइन काटो, ऐसे करके. And then the moment you say, now you see in front of you is when the seeking is coming behind the gateway, going to the top of the gateway, picking up Marcos and flying away to the other side. So वो जो पूरा एक segment होता था, I used to feel like it was a highlight of the show. Because तब मेरा ATC वाला भी दिमाग चल रहा है कि जहाज कहाँ से आ रहा है, मेरी स्पीकिंग स्किल्स भी बाहर आ रही है, एंड आई एम एंजॉइंग व्हाट आई एम डूइंग. दैट इज समथिंग आई ऑलवेज लव डूइंग.
और स्टूडेंट्स पूछते रहते हैं सर ये लेक्चर एड के लिए और GD के लिए कैसे प्रिपेयर करना है. सो ऐसे प्रिपेयर करना है. सो वी सर्व फॉर 10 years, right? And then you hung your boots. So what are you doing exactly now?
So today I work as an agility lead with JP Morgan Chase. I'm on the technology side and we handle the accounting platforms.
How do you not give up?
How do you not give up? By showing up for yourself every day. Sounds very Instagrammy, but that's how it is. देयर विल बी डेज, हम सबकी लाइफ में इश्यूज होते हैं, किसकी लाइफ में नहीं होते. You've had issues, I've had issues. बट आप जब सुबह उठते हो एंड यू डोंट वांट टू गेट आउट ऑफ द बेड, इज द टाइम यू टेल योरसेल्फ आई नीड टू गेट आउट. Even if I do the bare minimum, even if I just get up, wash my face, have a cup of tea and fall back on the bed, I will do that.
So it is very safe to say that ki if an incident is not happening, neither in the tarmac nor on the runway, if nothing is happening in the air, you are probably one of the strongest reasons behind it. I mean the ATC tower, because they are the guys who not let the emergencies escalate. छोटे मोटे बम फट रहे लेकिन कुछ बड़ा नहीं होना चाहिए.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं, बम फटे उसके पहले बुझा दो.
Yeah. So how do you carry this experience on the civil street?
Your decision making capability, because if when you're an agility lead or when you're preparing to become a project manager or project deliveries, you're speaking to a lot of stakeholders. Everybody has their own priorities. बिजनेस वाला सोचेगा हाउ विल माई बिजनेस ग्रो, टेक्नोलॉजी वाला सोचेगा हाउ इज माई आर्किटेक्चर मोर रोबस्ट, आपका टीम लीड टेक लीड सोचेगा कि हाउ इज माई प्लेटफॉर्म मोर स्ट्रॉन्गर और मोर टेक्नोलॉजिकली एडवांस्ड. हर किसी का अपना अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट होता है एक प्रोजेक्ट में, भले एंड प्रोडक्ट एक हो, रिक्वायरमेंट्स कम फ्रॉम ऑल डायरेक्शंस. सो एट दैट पॉइंट इन टाइम आर यू एबल टू होल्ड योर ग्राउंड, आर यू एबल टू केटर टू योर सेल्फ एंड द पीपल अराउंड यू. क्या आप उस लेवल हेडेडनेस से बात कर पा रहे हो सामने वाले से? आप हो गए फ्रस्ट्रेट, पर क्या आप अपने आप को संभाल के चल पा रहे हो आगे? तो रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट, सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट, टाइम मैनेजमेंट, एप्लीकेशन ऑफ योर नॉलेज. एंड द बेस्ट थिंग इज व्हेन आई लेफ्ट, 10 साल मैंने ATC का काम किया, मैंने सिर्फ एविएशन पढ़ा था. अब सडनली आप मुझे बोलोगे कि आप IT में जाओ वापस, कैसे? You have to reinvent the wheel. You have to learn everything again. You're going as an agility lead, but you have to eventually understand what your developer is doing, or understand what your business analyst is looking at. सब चीज़ें समझ के फिर से उस आपका एक नया knowledge base create करके आपके business के बारे में, technology के बारे में, and you start all over again. Do you feel that there is something that you have been subjected to continuous improvement since the time you stepped your feet in the academy? Definitely. You stop learning, you stop reading, you stop growing, and आप पे fungus लगती है फिर. Okay. So how do you carry this Kaizen, continuous improvement, on the CV street? Read. I will suggest that. Read. आपके हाथ जो किताब लगे, वो आपको कुछ ना कुछ सिखा के ही जाएगी. Has anyone ever pulled you down before you wanted to get into the services कि तेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा? Not exactly कि तुझसे हो नहीं पाएगा. तू सोच ले तुझे सच में ये चाहिए. I did hear that from a couple of people. But एक बार दिमाग ने बना लिया कि अब जाना है, हाथ में ऑफर लेटर है, तो जाना है. तो 22 साल और 25 साल और 26 साल तो क्या ही एज थी, and you have already seen so many emergencies, and you've already saved sort of lot of lives. You've already saved a lot of lives कि हाँ यार नहीं होने देना. So ATC is Executive Branch Combat Support Arm, and जो actual theater of operations में लोग बैठे होते हैं, I would like to say कि उनका ऑपरेशन सक्सेसफुली हो करके वापस आए, उसका जो सपोर्ट है, उसका जो ब्रिज है, that is you guys. Yes. Right. So that was all about what we wanted to know from you, but I'm sure बात करते बैठेंगे तो दिन भी खत्म हो जाएगा, like we say Cosmates जब बात करने बैठते हैं तो. Okay, so thank you so much Niyati for coming on the show, and I'm sure your stories are gonna be very very inspiring for female candidates who look forward to making a career in the Indian Armed Forces now that the gates of NDA is also open. Gates of NDA are open for female candidates as well. So that was about it, guys. Roger that with NKC, OLQs की कहानी, ex-GTO की जुबानी. Thank you so much for watching. So thank you so much Nikhil for having me here. मतलब पुराने इतने 10 सालों का पूरा एक्सपीरियंस को रिकॉल करना and feeling that emotion all over again. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. No, it is really nice. My pleasure. And like I said, it's an honor. The Cosmates now sitting on the table for something else that is very big. The cause is very big. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching my show. This was Roger That with NKC, powered by Olive Planet, manufacturers of premium military gear. Check out their
stuff on the website oliveplanet.in. This gear is used by Indian military, including the special forces. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such interesting content. For SSB related content, you can check my YouTube channel, which is called SSB with ISB. There's an Instagram handle and also the LinkedIn page by the same name, SSB with ISB. Follow me on Instagram, Lieutenant Commander Nikhil, the GTO, or just search for me as Nikhil Kumar Chandrakila. Thank you so much.